Jeb Corliss is one of the greatest wingsuit and base jump athletes in the world, and one of the most determined. Even after breaking his back base jumping and watching his close friend die in a wingsuit accident, Jeb keeps chasing the next thrill.
I respect people who are willing to sacrifice their lives for things that they love. There are very few human beings in this world that love something so much and have such a powerful passion for it that they're willing to die for it. I don't know what other people's reasons for doing these things are, but I can tell you right now, I know that for me, I am willing to die to turn these dreams into realities.
In recent years, Jeb's focus has shifted from base jump to wingsuit flying.
A lot of people think that base jumping is about flying. It's really not. Base jumping is about seeing how much horror a human being can actually put themselves through and continue to move forward. Literally, base jumping is a fear sport. It's all about just terror. Whereas wingsuit proximity flying, wingsuit flying, which is kind of a new kind of evolution of base jumping, is not about terror and fear. That actually is a sport about flying.
Proximity flyers use wingsuits to skim as close as possible to the surrounding terrain at speeds of more than 100 miles per hour.
Living that dream that you had as a child, you know, where you're in bed and you get out of bed and you start flying around the room. It's an awesome dream, right? A wingsuit proximity flying is the closest I've ever come to actually living that dream.
In 2012, Jeb returned to South Africa, the scene of his back-breaking waterfall crash 13 years before. This time, his goal was Table Mountain, near Cape Town. By now, Jeb had become one of the most expert proximity flyers in the world, but that couldn't save him from catastrophe.
I was proximity flying, aiming for a balloon that the wind had blown below a ledge. From my perspective, I couldn't see the ledge that it was blown below. So I was aiming for the balloon. In order to hit the balloon, I had to hit the ledge.
The black balloon snagged on the rocks, giving Jeb much too low a target.
So as I'm coming to hit the balloon, and then all of a sudden, I impact. The hit was so hard that I couldn't believe a human being could hit something that hard and continue to live. I always believed that if you were in a wingsuit and you hit a terminal velocity, you would die on impact. But what was interesting is that there was no question in my mind that I was dead, that I was going to die, that there was zero chance, zero, of surviving.
Jeb was zooming at 120 miles per hour when his upper legs smashed into the rock ledge. Dazed and in agony, Jeb went hurtling out of control.
When I impacted, I started tumbling. Like I hit the rock and bounced, and as I bounced, I went into this tumble. And my brain instantly split into two completely different thought processes. One thought process was very technical and just all about, okay, you're tumbling, regain control. I regain control. Okay, wingsuit's destroyed, it's trying to pull you back in the mountain. Don't fly into the mountain. Try to fly away from the mountain. Oh, a ledge. Fly over that ledge. Another ledge. Get over that ledge. And it was all like just processing information and what I needed to do to survive. The other part of my brain was more of a philosophical kind of conversation that I was having with myself. And this conversation was, well, your legs are shattered. You are going to die. You've got basically two choices. You can, you know, not pull and just be over instantly, relatively painlessly, you know, or you can pull and then die while you're waiting for rescue. Basically bleed out over the next couple hours. And it was a very interesting feeling to have to make a choice between a slow, agonizing death and a quick one. All of a sudden, the part of my brain that was doing all the mathematics and all the calculations and all my years of experience basically said, you pull now or you die. It's like now. So I pull, parachute opens, 1/2 second canopy ride, impact. And it was 10,000 times more horrific than I could ever have imagined.
Jeb's flying partner, Joby Ogwin, had flown down before him and heard the impact.
Jeb, stay awake, buddy. Talk to me.
Okay,
Yes, you have to, but my friend, just keep still. Please keep still and just stay awake for me.
The pain, it goes beyond any kind of comprehension, any kind of description, any kind of anything.